Yes, sir. Happy Monday, y'all. We're gonna chop a couple fables. Make sure we let everybody know we live. All right. Good money. Good money. Looks like Jim's pulled up. I'm gonna give him a good second to get right. I'm gonna give him a second to get right. What's up, y'all? I see y'all coming in. Shout out to the chat. Who's up in the chat? Looks like Jim's is good. What up, boy?
Yo, what's good?
You all right, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Last time I seen you, we was leaving the club.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
That almost ended up that went from possibly, I shouldn't say possibly, we thought was gonna be the worst night in battle rap for me for RBE
Yo,
to one of my favorite nights. It just like
yo,
that.
yo. That was something else.
That
That
was
was
that
that
was that was
that was
scary.
something else.
That scared the shit out. For everybody, shout out to everybody in chat that's tuning in. So we'll bring y'all up to speed. I mean, we could speak on it now that it's it didn't happen. But right after Divide and Conquer 2, we had a nice little after party we put together. What's the girl's name? It was her. She was in the section right next to us. It was her birthday party. The
Oh,
controversial
the
girl from
girl
the
that was in all the controversy because she went like this.
yeah, and then she ended up going to. Oh, she's like, nah, fuck the White House. I'm going to Obama's crib and all that. And then all the celebrities, Jay-Z and LeBron, everybody came out. So I think it said on the screens in there, LeBron sent her or like a bunch of bottles and shit, something like that. But yeah, she was
They
in
was
there,
they
so
was
she had.
live.
She had that shit up in there. Up, she had performances going down her set. We was just right next to her section.
Like I
I was
mean,
like, "Who
literally
is
like
this?"
back on back. Like the way the sections are set up.
Yeah, nah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But just as we got in there, we started to get settled. Our bartender came through, was ready to start taking our orders. Like, all right, well, these are the flavors of the month that we got. Let me know what the order is. Somebody in the section showed me a text message that said, the brother from somebody of the event, I don't want to say which battle on the card, had just lost his life. Um, it gives me chills to say was killed. I'll just say it. And
Insane.
I was just like, yo, they're out here for this event. Like, nah, no way. Long story short, there, you know what I'm saying? Run out the club, make a few phone calls, a few three-way phone calls and all that. End up getting in touch with the people that the text message, saying was about. It's like, everybody's good. He's right here. I'm with him right now. I'm like, all right, well, let's get back to this night. That was scary, man.
Yeah.
That was scary, but nah, that was a fun night, man. That was a fun night.
Yeah, right after that.
Jim's got a little two step on him. He got a little two step with him. He
You know
got a
what I'm
little bit of
saying?
rhythm, y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that
Got a
was a
little
good
two
time,
step.
man. That's crazy. Out of all the years us talking shit, breaking balls about shit like that, I was actually we so natural the way we've rocked for so many years that
Yeah.
in the moment, I mean, who would ever think this? But it's like you it's like we did that shit 100 times before.
Yeah. No, but that's when you know that you could actually hang out with people and go out with people and shit. Like go to like, why is this motherfucker freezing? And look at his face on the screen that froze, y'all.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, your shit is you're starting to come back. All right. You got the face that your screen for a second was looking like how Tato versus Lady J is gonna drop, like with the blurred out. You coming back, your face is coming back. You
I think
like a
that was
fucking
good.
you like a Roblox character or some shit.
I don't think that's wild dirty.
Nah,
But
nah,
yeah,
you good.
Atlanta.
You good.
Shout out to Atlanta, man. That was most definitely a good time.
Yeah, good times, man. Good times. But all right, yo, let's get to it. If you didn't indirectly try to call out my integrity, neither one of us would be here right now. It sounds like we both got a lot of shit still going on tonight. We both busy as shit. But I didn't like your last text message. So we was like, yo, we're gonna do the Thursday. You was like, yo, do you know what I was like, all right, now I got to. Like when you said
Oh
that, I was like,
yeah,
I got
like
to
shit.
now.
Like it's good problems to have. Like when you're busy and you have to make time for shit like this. You know, we haven't even been on, you and I, in like 3 weeks, and that's not
Yeah.
because we're not talking every day, whether it's one
Yeah.
text or 20. It's just it's good problems to have. I heard you mention that in a pod before, like you saying like you have good problems, but like
Yeah.
with good problems comes, you know, the schedule is busy, but you know, just a active life. It's great to have. But yeah, I plugged this hour in. I'm like, bro, we doing something. Like,
All right, let's get to the mess, man. Let's get to the mess. I'm gonna be coming more and more in that lane, not to be messy, but topics are topics, and I'm gonna start putting down my platform owner side when I'm on camera and doing podcasting more and more, so that I can do, connect more on these topics that's going out there and stop trying to be so politically fucking correct all the time as a owner. The first thing, man, I seen you blog on it. What's up with this girl that jumped into the battle? The K Walker and the Your Honor shit.
I tell you this, I felt so. The first thing that comes to my mind when you asked that, like, I felt like kind of bad for K Walker and Your Honor, because it really looked like it threw K Walker off a lot, and also it's like, you know, this is my moment. Like, why are you anywhere a part of my moment right now? Like that shouldn't be the case, and for him to be thrown off. But I do have to say this, man. If he's watching and Your Honor's watching, it is appalling that neither one of y'all freestyled about that.
Mm.
Like,
Clips would have
not
fucking turned that into a winning round.
come on, come on. I
A
had a
Ward, Trez.
yeah. I battled Squeako many very years ago in my first away game in Virginia. Paid for, like, it was high. Actually, that's where I met China Mac. Angry Fan was out there, and we was all on the card, and what you call it. So this girl, she just kept wilding behind Squeako, and I was like, yo, I have to say something. Like, she's being so extra. I could see Squeako telling her to chill. So I had right around that time that 8 ball leather jacket shit happened in New York with the dude. So I was like, yo, that's your chick. Don't make me 8 ball leather jacket slap that bitch. Like, the room went crazy, and then right back to Hayden. But I'm saying you need something. But as far as the blog and the battle went, yeah, there was a girl on stage, and I got the back. Yo, Your Honor wasn't with that girl. K Walker wasn't with that girl. Just some random chick that's there. She's not even a stage girl, because her and her crew had on referee jackets. Someone need to blow the whistle on they ratchet asses ruining the battle like that. And she just steps in between. She's like, oh, no, no, no. You got to stop that. Don't be talking about the kids. Like, just on some, I want to be a part of something ass bitch. I can't stand it.
Yo,
Like,
that
what
shit was
are you talking
fucking.
about?
That shit was. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing that time. You gotta look at it, man. There's two different things that can take place. First of all, it's really supposed to be just the two battle rappers that's rapping and performing, and that's it, right? But you got people that are brought into shit, right? And then people that have nothing to do with it, like that girl. Here's an example of brought into shit. Me, Rosenberg, Raw, and Charlie Clips, right? That's the next battle that's dropping. All right. Brought into it. Now, do I have to respond? Yes, no, maybe so. When Jimz is battling fucking, was it Serious Jones or A Verb, and he pushes me, should I fucking slap his hat off or some shit like that in the middle of the battle? You never know. When you guys involve people, you guys take that fucking risk. I might respond to you the
Yeah.
way I did to Arsenal. I might be quiet and ruin your setup. Like maybe like Charlie Clips tried to lead me into the "Do You Believe" bar, but he still spun to the camera, did himself. You got Hollow the Don and Past Day. How many times have I used that fucking example? He gives him the microphone. Past Day actually says something. Hello, Hollow flips in it. Oh, you're still being funny. So when you try to involve people, you're taking a fucking risk because you don't know how that person's going to react. But if you're not being involved by a battle rapper, you have no fucking. And I'm gonna go to the Murder Mook and Big K. Big K, it's within his rights, within his round to say, let's give it up for Murder Mook and the Dick Riders. It's in his rights to do that. Want to know why? Because our contracts have a segment in there that gives you the ability to say things that are off comment. You could say, don't ever say the word dick to me. You could say, don't ever mention my son. You could say, don't ever mention my deceased sister. You have that ability. If you leave that open, that's on you. The person can now say whatever the fuck they want to say, right? But I heard somebody in the back of the room start cursing out K. Who the fuck you talking to? No, fuck you, nigga, whatever. And I even see a couple people like Av, whatever, turn and look like that person has no business, intervening at all, saying anything. This is between Big K and Murder Mook, and we will never get past this topic because it's just such a variable of who comes. I don't think that battlers could ever bring 100% people to these stages that understand how to fucking conduct themselves. It's like impossible. Somebody's going to react to something even when they're not involved. If somebody's rapping to you, I could understand how maybe Big K turns and starts rapping and Murder Mook's father, some shit like that. If he has a little reaction, it's a risk. But somebody in the back screaming at fucking K, you have no fucking business at all. At all. You know what I'm saying? It's just
I mean,
it's never ending. It's never ending.
But I was agreeing with you into that last line because you almost convinced me that, like, nah, I want to go, let's scratch that last line.
You want to say, like, even if I turn to your entourage and say, I'll even fuck your entourage up, and then then you don't say, you still gotta be quiet.
Nah, yeah, go back to your first point. Like, nah, like, it's a risk. It is a risk you taking when Calico and Sue Surf, when they battled the first time. That happened. When Calico, Sue Surf's man was wilding, and then you got another Calico, and Calico was like, you know how I know y'all pussy, you hang out with this light skinned dude. Like, that was a haymaker. Like, people involve themselves. It's all casualties of war. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've had people at battles with me my earlier years that never is behind me. They're like, yo, I don't like this setting. Like, there's only one door in here. Like, I was running with that crowd at that time, and it was like, yo, I'm gonna be over here. Like, you just never know. And I seen dude, he was like, that could just be the goon that Mook be with, who's never been spoken to that without letting his gun off or popping on someone, and suddenly he's a dick rider. You know what I'm saying? Like, it comes with it. Like, but also, my thing is, he's almost more innocent because he's not even on the footage or nothing. Like, Mook's grandpa got smoked. I mean, he's literally right. He's closer to Big K than Mook is. It's like that can happen. Or Rosenberg's man gets a little close to him in the entourage. It's like that's a casualty of war right there. But I guess
somebody else caught a stray. But it's the risk. It's not like I'm not saying that she did wrong. It's the risk. The very first bar of the battle, Big K opens up by saying, I just got one thing to say to you, Mook. Fuck A-War, yada, yada, yada. I get Mook, he get Vixen. Vixen is, you can't see her on the footage, but she's buried in the middle of the crowd damn near. When you hear somebody go, huh? That's Vixen responding to Big K, like, you trying to diss me? But she didn't, like, talk or nothing. She just had, like, a quick response. Like what? Yeah. That's her voice that you hear at that moment. But
she was right behind me. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But Big K inserted her. He kind of used her, but I guess he didn't know she just happens to be there. So it's kind of like a variable. Like, does that person react at all? You know what I'm saying? But if you're not even getting spoke to, you're just the person in the back that says, "What? No, you suck." And that leads me into this now. We got to talk about these face-offs. This is my belief of a face-off, right? This is the way RBE has tried to run face-offs. We believe that a face-off is an extension of the battle, which means what goes on stage for the battle can go sitting at that table at a face-off, right? And you're not allowed to degree because you pulled out gloves. Like, you literally damn near physically threatened somebody in a face-off, entertainment, or whether you're going to go the whole way or not. So you can't disagree with me, all right? It's on record. It's on fucking file. But
it's a classic moment right there.
It really was. You have one of the best face-off moments ever with that shit.
Straight up.
But the same thing that K says to Mook in a battle, Mook is, you can see that while they're rapping, like, Mook's like, he's just chilling. At the face-off, though, there was hecklers in the back. That was with Mook. And Big K goes, I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas that's in here with you dick eating. And Mook took that personal. He was like, nah, you're not going to be sitting up here talking about this, my peoples and all that. Nah, we're not doing that. Me, I think that that's an inexperienced moment because it's just like I don't think Mook has done enough face-offs or maybe watched enough to realize like what happens that niggas is offering fights, niggas putting their hands in niggas. Remember the Av and the K Shine shit?
Yeah,
Niggas reaching across the table and shit, all
yeah,
types of shit. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So do you believe that what you can say on stage should be able to get said in a face-off as well, and it's an extension of the battle?
I mean, for someone who's been in, I mean,
I
I've been
mean, I
in
mean,
outside. No, I'm saying because I'm a different kind of sandwich. Cassidy voice is like it's like you know what I'm saying. I've been in fights during battles. I've been in fights outside of battles at events. I've been in all kind of shit. So with me, it's like I live a lot. Anything could go any which way at any time. So like
but from a battle rap rule standpoint,
no, from a
promotional
battle,
standpoint,
I meant to say like you are who you are, right? So if that's who you are, then I don't think it's weird that that's how you projecting yourself outside of the battle rap, unless you a complete character on stage and that's not you at all. Why would you speak differently in a face-off? Like when I do blogging and I have a bigger connection with the fans of battle rap because they see the realer version of me. This is I don't know how to be any other way than how I am right
but you
here
would
on this
agree
camera.
that there's people that, from a promotional standpoint, say things that they wouldn't say off camera.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
right, right.
yeah.
So, all right, all right. So, if I'm in a face off with you, and I tell you eat a dick, is it a problem? Is it beef? Do we got to fight afterwards, or is it a face off?
I don't like that term. I don't think that's the way to speak to me.
The way to speak to me.
Yeah, I just don't like. I like that's my answer. I feel provoked because it's the face off. So to go into it's a good question now because now when you really think about that, it's like my only reaction to that in the face off is that's cool, but for real, I'll slap the shit out you right here. Like I'll really slap the shit out you right now.
See,
Like that.
now you do that. Now I gotta get into fucking
Nah, so
mediator
yeah, but
mode
no, so
and
yeah, like
start separating you two.
I just think
Look at
like this is
Arsenal
what
and
I'm saying
Cassidy.
though.
Look at
These
Arsenal
are
and
the real,
Cassidy.
huh?
Arsenal and Cassidy.
Yeah, they weird for that. Arsenal's a different kind of like he really needed more hugs growing up.
But Cass was doing it too. Nah, your moms and your grandmoms will suck my
Yeah,
dick.
but that was after a lot of provoking by Arsenal. Or a
But
lot
he
of
was still
provoking.
doing it.
I mean,
And what I'm trying to say is Cassie didn't hear what Arsenal said and said because Cass is a real nigga. Cass will give it up. Cass will fight. But Cass didn't hear what Arsenal said at that face-off when Arsenal said, yo, suck my dick. He didn't jump up and say, like, what? Yo, you know what the code is outside right now. He didn't do that. He eventually started arguing and I see your wheels turning right now. It's just like, do we
well,
ever
I
get
mean,
to set the ground rules for face-offs?
I mean, but then again, you could set a ground rule for being a grown fucking man. Like, yo, look, I'm gonna let you get away with that one. But like, I'm not gonna address you this way. We could talk hella shit and call me what you want, but I don't you taking it too far. Like, let's keep this shit about what we doing here. And then from that, it's kind of like I threw you an alley oop to just like now if like you don't respect that, and I really tell you now, some like. And my fault, I got a phone call. And it's like, and then you continue to do it, then I guess shit happens. You know what I mean?
All right.
But
So now I got two questions off of that now. So number one, the face off, a Jim's face off does 25,000 views. His battle does 250,000 views. Is it worse that I said to you in the face off, yo, eat a dick, versus we get on stage and we rap and that 250,000 goes on YouTube and I rap to you, eat a dick. It just happens to rhyme.
yes, because on stage, it's a job. It's a job.
So is the
on
face
stage.
off though. The face off is in your contract too.
Yeah, but that's because I fucking hate that word with that contract shit. But you were like the first fucking dirty heathen to like make that actually something. Like, Jimz, I see your Instagram. You gotta post a flyer. Like, fuck you, man. But like, I get it. Like now, I guess it's also a part of the job. But nah, man, let's be serious here. At the end of the day, this shit is fucking theater. Like you getting on stage to perform. That's why like whoever like like fights during battles and shit. I think y'all like that. I think that shit is straight puss. There's no other way around it. Like every situation ever. It's like no one is up there expecting that. This is a paid for job in which we don't even use our real names. We're fucking wrestlers that rap. Like fuck out of here. Like everybody's going back to their actual life. Your real name is like Francis, and like on stage you're like blood killer,
Blood
crip
killer.
shooter, and it's just like I
Crip
just
shooter.
that shit is whack. Like you're not for it's not for like on stage. We're getting paid to be up there and do this art form. That's what we're here for, to make it look good, raunchy, disrespectful, and maybe a bump or two here and there. But no, anything goes on stage when it comes to rapping.
Okay.
Now, when
I
you're
got
sitting up the day before, like your bitch is there, like like the face off, like your woman is like at arm's reach, like you have a life to live after that, like you have to go home. Like, nah,
I
I
got all
think
right. Here
I
goes
think
the last
more
one then.
dumb.
All right. You just made a good point for how you feel about stage versus face off. Cool. Let me remove the face off now. And I'm going to stay on Big K versus Murder Mook, because the reason why all these examples is because this is a battle I've been watching a lot recently. We take the face off away. We're going round for round now. Big K is notorious for this. My rapping could be let's say the crowd goes up, but while the crowd is reacting, it's not part of my raps, but I ad lib to you, dick sucker.
Yeah,
In between my raps. You okay
yeah,
with that? Is that I can get away with
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Because
Anything
Big K
goes.
is becoming
Yeah,
notorious for his in between bar shit.
yeah. Yeah, anything
The
goes.
shit
It's
that he
your turn
said.
to rap. Like I more so promote that type of shit than
Okay,
the
okay.
person that's reacting while it's not their turn to
Oh,
rap. That
100%.
that's
100%.
what goes back to like the first thing we are saying about the like I'm disappointed in Your Honor and K Walker for not freestyling, because like even in that moment it's my turn to implement that. Like I'm gonna in my mind I'm gonna hear that your Big K is doing that, and when it's my turn to rap, the very first reaction I get, the very chance I get to slip in dick sucker back to him, that's how it's gonna go. Like during my rap and during your rap, we're allowed to say anything. That's what we're up there. Like, I mean, I don't get. I might be against certain topics, but that part, come on, man. Like once people start caring about that, it's like the sport. This shit is over.
Yeah,
It
we doing too much. We doing too
Because it's like,
much.
let's get real here. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here that, dudes is talking about they get females and they out here getting exposed in that lane, or supposed to be like the all tough guys, and they get into a little scuffle and vanish, and it's like, give me a break. The little shit like that starts exposing, like, just stop, man. Let's just all rap. Nobody's actually going home and being like, yo, how much crack do you think T Top sells for real? No, man. Like in the moment, it sounds good. Make it look good by doing the aggression, extra disrespect shit, that gritty shit for which we're into and where we come from, relative bars. But no one's thinking about it that deep to be like, yo, did you hear Big K say in between suckers? Even that code is not even upheld the way it is anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like it's being in the 9 to 5 field. It's like you'll have a square say something like that and giggle after and have no idea what would happen to him in a certain area by a certain person, or even myself in a certain time of life. Be like, yo, chill with that real quick. No, what are you talking about? Don't even remember what he just said. He's just not from that. You know what I'm saying? We're all
Yeah.
it's just all dirty, man. Get your money, rap on stage, go to fuck home. Nobody believes you're really everyone's a serial killer in battle rap when you break it down, and sold bricks and El Chapo. Just keep it entertaining. We don't think you're that tough. Just continue.
But you see, I put the title to this shit. It never ends, right? I put that because it's like some of the same shit. It just it's gonna happen no matter what. It's forever. It 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 years later of when battle rap has been formalized. We still have the same problems. For example, We still have people ducking out on battles, battles getting canceled, battles getting blocked, people fucking heckling on stage, people cursing each other out when it's not their turn to rap or when you're part of the entourage. And it's like you can't duck it. You just can't duck it. The easy shit, right? Now I'm just sitting back and I'm watching so much of this shit. And I'm listening to the bloggers and I'm hearing bloggers just flat out say, I was on the phone with this person and he told me he did this and he was gonna, and I'm just like, yo, like only here in battle rap, only here, dog, like
Yeah.
only fucking, and it doesn't end.
Yeah.
It refused. You don't ever like look at battle rap and have your days and just be like, yo, this shit is such a beautiful sport and culture. And then other days where you're just like, yo, why am I here?
I felt as a battle rapper when I was active like that, I definitely was torn like that. And now
Yeah.
it's now I'm in my more of my glory of enjoying putting out content. I choose what I want to say, what I want to do, what I'm involved in. Some other times it's like, damn, I felt like I had to take this battle. I gotta rap like this, or like it's very a lot of pressure and like, oh, what's this person saying? Like once I disconnected from social media as a whole, and realized how much control I have over my life and what I react to and what I'm choose to ignore. You know what I'm saying? There's bloggers out there, dude, that have over 10 fucking blogs about me that they will never in their lives hear their name from me, never get a hint from me, never nothing from me. Like, and that's not because like I'm superior over them as a person. I could go that route, but I don't know them personally. Though they do things I would never do, I'm not even gonna go that route. I'm superior over overcoming who I once was and understanding that I have a choice and an option to involve myself and give my attention to where I want to. So my answer to what you're saying is no. And I used to be a victim of that. See, you having to deal with cards, battle rappers every single day, text messaging. Is this guy really this cool with me or not? Or suddenly ARP's phone goes crazy off because he got the blue room setting, and you motherfuckers is calling him. I don't even have his number, and you have to decipher all that. And yo, bro, big bro, shut up. I'm everyone's big bro. And then it's dirty. You're in it. Me personally, I don't have that problem anymore. It's a good problem not to have, but it's also a good problem to have. You know what you're into, and that comes with it.
So when you factor in whether it's money, pound for pound, I'm not talking about the peak. Like let's say, oh, I just did a card that sold 1 million pay-per-views. I'm saying pound for pound, you equate the money, you equate the energy, you equate protecting your peace, you equate the enjoyment. Is the best job in battle rap being a blogger? Because you just said it. Now you're enjoying, but you was talking about when you were more active and you said, nah, I felt torn. You kind of just, I'll let you go.
Well, a blog that I have coming out next month or in a few weeks is I'm gonna touch on what I'm still gonna talk about it right now, but it's gonna be even deeper of detail because I'm actually a month away from being 10 years in. My first
Mm,
battle is about to be 10 years ago. And battle rap is just it's hard to answer that because there was a time I was so in love with having these raps on deck and rapping for my homies, and I was getting into the clubs early, and my man Chief was making me rap for like when I met the club owner at the end of the night, like whoever was blessing us that we got. I'm like getting through the side door, we got the VIP. I'm underage, and he was like, yeah, it's my man's that he got bars. And like what I'm saying is I come from that rapping in train station, my first high school humanities that I got kicked out, like rapping over there. Like what I'm saying is I had such a love for it. Then when I get into battle rap, I battled everybody I was a fan of. Like it was like almost a mini dream come true. And I don't feel, too cool to admit that. Like it was like I was really a big Shotgun Suge fan. I battled Rosenberg Roll right after he battled Big K. Like I battled Ty Law at his peak of that punchline shit, and just like the list goes on with the Serious Jones and Murder Mook. I grew up on that battle. And one of my best battles is against Sirius Jones. And it's just like a verb, a goat, you know, like I beat a verb from no one could take that from me. You could talk shit about me. You could no, you can't take that away from me. I earned that. I did that. That'll never. So there was a lot of passionate love I had for battle rap, but toward also a lot of mishaps. And but I would say honestly, the good outweighed the bad, and that didn't even answer your question yet. But I would say yes, I enjoy blogging more now because I was able to. I felt like, as you know, I never really felt like I got a fair shot. I always felt like I was always scratching and clawing to like get the love from the fans, and it sucks to love something that don't love you back the same. And I felt like I struggled with that a lot of my career. And once I was able to just really be myself, like totally, like just in my kitchen and random moments when my kids is running around and having motivation and motivating people and telling them my hardships and that I'm just a person like you and her and him. This is definitely a way better route because it's more of who I am. And you know, it's no pressure to be who I am in the sense of voicing how I choose to speak and what I choose to speak about. Whereas battle rap is like, am I asking for enough money? What is it? Like, it's stressful. So yeah, this is a way better job, and I do it well. But I'll be back though.
Yeah,
I'll
shout
be
out to
back.
Combat for the super chat. I wouldn't call what Jim's did cutting the line. It was just the RBE way, and the artist stood up to the plate. It's called Blood, Sweat, and Tears. We're the home of that. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't call it cutting the line. It's
That's what
just
I'm looking at too. I never see the I have my laptop today, so that's why I'm looking
oh, you
down. I
can't see the
see it as
comments
well.
on the other shit. Okay, okay,
Let me
good.
matter of fact, let me explain something to y'all real quick. And actually, hopefully everybody is subscribed to my channel because this blog is coming out tonight. When I'm speaking about the lack of promotion from certain battlers, there was a time there was a time, Jesus, right? It's crazy, but there was a time like you threw me a rum nitty and salute to the Flair, Solar Flair. Rum Nitty, who just was champion of the year, who has one of the biggest runs, tournaments, and all that. You have a debatable with him. He should be on. I would be on every platform. I would be making a channel off of that battle. I would be contacting the league to see what I could take from the battle. Put it in an intro. What's the trick? I would be capitalizing on that so much. So the person who says I cut the line, what you don't understand was I provoked Cortez into taking the battle. I didn't have to provoke ARP to book it. When it was approached to Cortez, there's some harder bookings that ARP got me for sure. Maybe he'll have to throw a few extra hundred because this person who I'm battling don't feel like my name is where it is. But the Cortez and Suits Cortez's hunger at that time as well, he was all for it as well. So I was putting in my work. And Cortez mixing with him wanting to be a part of what RBE was doing, that battle fit right in for all of us. And he also felt good to give a shot because of the theme of the card. So I don't believe I skipped a line at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I had 10 battles before Cortez. I was traveling before Cortez. I was getting paid when a lot of people who were better than me with bigger names weren't getting anything. And I was getting laid, by the way. So battle rap was
before
great.
the battle, before the Cortez battle, y'all forget we always done that return thing. We had a mystery battle on one of our early cards, and it was Rich Dollars and Jim's beat him. Jim's well, actually it was a 2-1 debatable now that I think about it. I don't want anybody to come back at me and be like, oh, he's being biased because we ain't see Rich Dollars in a long time. It was close. It was close. And you had that what you know about being in a getting in trouble from the CEOs because you hugged your peoples for too long, ball, whatever, haymaker. But
Yeah.
that was his first battle, and he stood up there.
My cousin as
Yeah,
well.
with a super vet, with a super vet. All right. Give me a controversial question before we get out of here.
Well, I had a lot of them for you.
We'll do them Thursday. We'll do them Thursday.
All right, yeah. As far as like that's not on my list,
I guess save the good ones for your channel.
Well, I'll get all right. Nah, they're all good, but I'll give you one. I'll give you one from the list. I feel like. Do you feel like you're? Do you feel like you can throw your next event without you standing there? Because I feel like does it give or take away the fact that you're being used in these battles? You got Swave and Mook jumping out the window, making
He said,
turning
"I'll win."
turning the viewpoint that could manipulate the viewpoint of people towards you. That's a possibility. And then you have the Rosenberg Raw feeling like you made something bigger than what it should have been. Like in a sense, like you helped the opposition by doing what you did with your phone. So would you ever think about disconnecting yourself from standing right there, like and walk away and now see like go
That's a
ahead.
good question. That's a good question. If I ever did, it wouldn't be because of that though. It wouldn't be because of that. I feel like artists pull on creativity from all different places. And I said before, you battlers bank on things that you know will be there that you can use as props. You guys have variables as props. Look at what Chef Trez and Show Off just did with the two security guards. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
Show Off's actually was written. He's
yeah.
banking on the security guard being there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's no different than any league owner, anybody that's there. Somebody could bank on Jazz being there, you know what I'm saying, and have a crazy ball about her that just is totally unexpected. The unexpected stuff always hits. I feel like 8 times out of 10, you could use ARP for a big punchline that's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. Like one of my favorite haymakers from the Max Out cards is still Ill Wills versus Jag because the timing of it was perfect. Like that stupid video that was like looked weird and crazy was out, and people was just like, "Yo, is he not the health nut that we thought he was?" You know what I'm saying? He might be a
I
drug
was just not
abuser.
like, who is down there
Yeah.
for a while? Go to
Does
you.
ARP actually do drugs? Like we thought he was some healthy guy. You know what I'm saying? A little glass of wine here and there. Turns out he's on the tough stuff, right? And then fucking Will, he spun that serious. I call it pivoting. What he did, like he's got this serious thing going back and forth, and he's performing it out, and he turns it into comedy. He pivots on a dime, and the Haymaker made the whole Believe music hall shake. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. I loved it. So if I was not up there, it wouldn't be because of that. If I answered that specifically now, um, Mook's, I'm telling you, man, I think Mook was trying to get me back for letting Big K put that picture in his interview the week before the event, because obviously that wasn't. I don't think that was his closer, as if he wrote that 3 weeks ago. Mook, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Mook was also sometimes Mook he's not as connected with what's happening in battle rap. So he really started it off saying divide and conquer is RBE versus URL. He said divide and conquer URL battle rappers versus RB. And I'm looking at the card and I was like, what matchups are URL battlers versus RBE battle rappers? Charlie Clips has been here since 2014, 2015. Is it him? Is it you? You was here in 2018. You was doing he was basically blackballed damn near from URL at the time that we booked him. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like we're the ones that brought Murder Move back. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't look at the card and see that, but I think he well, I asked him on camera. I think it's on an interview, and he's like, I guess looks like that. So fuck it, I wrote it like that. But
Mm.
divide and conquer was clearly about making winning matter again, right? So that was the other thing. And then when he goes into the part where he's saying, "Oh, it is high, Your Honor," I don't take that personal because he's not talking to me. I'm not the one that went to court and filed a
Mhm.
lawsuit against another league. URL did that
Which
in our
which
direction.
he which he didn't think either. Now he's just putting all that together. Like he don't
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
that's two facts that he has not fact. And then
Yeah,
as far
yeah.
as and then
Exactly. Exactly.
and like respectfully, Loaded Lux voice, he as far as the picture, he's mad for posting it, but we mad for you taking it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like and,
Now, if I there you go, there you go, there you go. And now, if I go over to Swaves, I still stand on what I was saying in interviews, and I wasn't living in the moment like, yo, the event's going crazy, and everybody loves Swave's performance. I still stand on it. I still think that Swave had a great round. I think that was a great third round. I like the positivity of the message. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that Sway did with me in regards to that round is he makes me look at him and say, the next time you rap, you better have one of those for URL. Period.
I said that.
That's the only thing I care about. Other than that,
I said that.
I take mines on the chin. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I just feel like once again, you know, to the fans that are really in the know or the culture that really follow it, that doesn't apply to me. You know, you're talking about like, oh, this court, what are y'all doing? Y'all going too far. But I didn't do that. RBE didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's just like Swave is a man of honor. So I know he's not going to just say that to ARP and then never, say that to the other people as far as from a rapping standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that I'm expecting out of Swave. Now, the last one, Rosenberg Raw and Charlie Clips. And I already admit that. I was just like, yo, I know I've trained myself over the years to not talk, which is why I was quiet when Old Red tried to set that trap for me with Show Off. I was quiet when Clips at the end of it was like, is it true? Is it true? And then he turns to the camera and finishes it because he wanted to have me react, and then he dropped the Do You Believe? It would have heightened the Do You Believe. You know what I'm saying? So he's rapping in all that creativity. But to be in that box, the best way I explained it before, I was like, it's like a magic trick the way he did it. He's just like, matter of fact, it's in your phone right now. I sent the second round. I'm just like, what do you mean the quarter's in my hand? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what? I really couldn't help it. But see what the fuck he was talking about, because it's like all the focus just turns to me. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say that that's the reason why I should be off. If I was, it wouldn't be because of that. Because like I said, there's been so much good that has also come out of people using the hosts, not just me, but any host. So I don't want to take one moment and make it bigger than what it is when we got almost 10 years in. I don't want to make it more about like, oh, we can't ever let that happen again because one person like Charlie Clips put this masterful shit together. We're not gonna do that, because then I'm ducking, I'm running away then. You know what I'm saying? So we're not doing that. But if I have to now go forward as I learned from that, I would say, all right, the next time somebody says your ARP, check your phone or look in your pocket or read this piece of paper I'm handing you, I'm going to try to think twice. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to think. And I think I caught myself in the moment with Adi Boom versus Big K, because Big K tried to pass me the paperwork. He was like, you want to read it? And I was just like, nah. And
Yo, that shit was so.
He was like,
that
sure?
shit was so awkward.
Oh my God.
Yo.
I was just like, but you want to know why I think the difference between Charlie Clips and Big K versus Adi Boom? Here's the difference. And I never thought this out. It's just coming to me right now, to be honest. The thing with Charlie Clips and Rosenberg Raw is Charlie Clips was so on the spot, so split second. By the way, check your phone. It's right there. I sent the second round. Whoa, what the fuck? The Big K shit, I could go and get it. And I'm watching the whole shit unfold for like 60 seconds before he asked me anything. I'm already like understanding what's happening. It's going around. It's being passed around and shit. He's passing it to people next to me. I'm trying to sneak a peek. Then he finally, before he starts rap, Adi Boom's asking about the time. And I'm just like, nah, let's stop. Why he's not rapping? What do you want me to do? So I'm already fully understanding the moment and what's happening here. And then just random. It's not part of his shit. It's just like, he's just like, before I start rapping again, do you want to read it? And I'm just like, nah, dude, I'm just gonna host. Whatever you're doing right now, I'm just hosting. So I kind of was already in it. I feel like maybe. I mean, I guess that's the only difference. But you battlers, man, it's really y'all. You fucking pushed me. And then in between rounds,
I don't remember that. We were talking about. I don't remember that.
It was whatever battle. I think I had a fatigue jacket on. So that might have been the night when Math and Show Off battled. Then who'd you battle when Math battle Show Off?
I didn't battle on that.
So maybe it wasn't that card. Was it?
I don't. It could have been the Verb battle. I was in my glory.
Yo, it was funny too, because people don't know people like me and Jimz, we rock outside of battle rap. Like, this is my nigga outside of battle rap, right? So you push me on stage as part of your bar, right? And between rounds, like I mumbled it, but it's clear as day in the footage. I said, "Yo, touch me again, I'll kill you." Right? And everybody on stage just starts laughing before the next round starts. You know what I'm saying? I was like half joking, but like half serious. Like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? We up here doing a show. Like, what are you doing?
I'm laughing because I remember the bar. Like I remember now what was happening, but I must have just caught this. I didn't premeditate it. Like I'm gonna push you. I think I might have just caught you off balance or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Jim's arguably the best battle blogger salute. No, what do you mean arguably he is? That's like clear cut. But who else? There was somebody. There was somebody. Oh, it's Snake Eyes.
Salute. Thank you.
Snake Eyes tapped my pockets, but he gave me a heads up. He like
That's
texted me
cool.
like he like texted me a couple of days. So and especially like if I know going in, I'm never gonna spoil it on cam. You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
smart for
I'm not
him
gonna
too.
spoil it.
That's smart for him too to make
Yeah,
sure his round goes according. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So like
yeah.
that's good. That's what I'm saying, man.
Because the
Like
footage
that,
will
I'm
just
not
be
against it
regular.
like
Like
that.
nobody will know that piece of it. Even me saying it
Right.
here on this blog, this
Yeah.
5,000, 10,000 view
Yeah.
video is not gonna catch up to the battle.
Yeah. And
So
I'm not
it's
against
gonna be
that though.
organic. Yeah.
I'm against like the excuse me. I'm against like the please man, rehearsing, sharing bars, like rehearsing with
Yeah.
your opponent. Fuck out of here. Like never. I rarely ever had anyone to rehearse with. Me and Show Off used to rehearse back when. Even now, it's like I was laughing when I seen Show Off. Like the very first, I gave Show Off dap when I walked in. The very first, he's like, "Yo, come with me outside." I just walked in. He pulls me outside and starts rapping his shit. Like, and I'm laughing because I cut him off, and I'm like, "Yo, this is taking me back to like." It's just crazy, man. We really grew up on like this RBE shit, like for real. Like it was like and like looking to Show Off. I was watching Show Off before I even, you know what I'm saying, battled. Yeah, they was already Show Off, J Murder, they was already on Bloody Knuckles and all that. And then my first battle with Bloody Knuckles ended up happening. Like that's the one that's coming around 10 years ago. But yeah, man, it's just I forgot what I said while I was saying that, but it was I'll just say this, man. The event, the energy at the last event and everything was just like it was great, man. It
Let,
really when you're around shit like that, it makes you like I told you, I went home, I started writing. I was just
that's
like
dope.
it's exciting, you know, like the comments saying like battle blogging. I fucks with it. I'm so into bars and being around and you know the culture and shit like that is fun, especially once you master choosing what to be
You're in
involved
a
in or not.
you're in a fucked up moment on camera that made it to World Star. And it's the battle that I wasn't on camera. And the reason why I wasn't on camera is because that whole event I was actually shooting from the front camera. That's the same card that did JC versus Craig Lamar, one of my favorite RBE battles. You watch that battle, there's no ARP standing there because I'm behind the front camera. So we had a battle on that card, Averb versus Bonnie, right?
Oh yeah.
And Bonnie
Oh
put you all on World Star. And if you go watch that footage, the
yeah.
whole round, Jim's is trying to pull a Stevie Wonder like this. He's like trying not to look at shit. He's like looking around and shit. And it's like, yo, dude, it is what it is. So don't fucking ask me about what are you gonna do the next time Charlie clips or somebody says, yo, check your phone. You guys is on fucking camera with all types of shit waving around and shit going
Oh,
on.
it's sick. Yo, it's
Don't blame
Bonnie's
me.
ridiculous.
Blame you battle rappers for pulling that shit. You
I
guys
mean,
union up and decide, hey, we're not going to talk about the league owners anymore. It's not fair. You guys decide that shit, not me. You guys are the writers.
that's funny.
The fuck?
That's funny.
Put y'all on World
Nah,
Star.
man. Yeah. And I would say though, like, you know, before we go again, man, it's like I said, like good comes, you know, there's good with bad, bad with good. You know, when I was reading the comments, I never really had my laptop with me. So I was like, look at, you know, and like good outweighs the bad. Even if there was like, I just want to give people advice out there, and it's just like not the people that say derogatory things or negative things about other people, because you know you have be yourself. But I'm talking about people out there like you know living a life of being around negativity and things like that. You have to understand that you're in power and you're in control of how you react. You can't control what someone says, but you can react. You control your reaction to it. And once you master that, life gets a little bit easier, a little bit better. You're never gonna have a perfect life, and not everybody's gonna like you. But as long as you stay true to who you are and you live without malicious intent everything's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like I know this world could kick you down at times, and it sucks. And I've been down there with y'all. But as long as you get back up and strive to be the best you, don't let the internet fuck with you, man. And it's crazy that you have to give like this mini speech because of it. But understand you are in power. I remember me and you speaking about years prior about like a certain fight people had. I mean, there's only so many, but still don't want to mention who or whatever. But you was like, if this guy just gets off the internet and stops answering everyone and making it seem, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? And it's just like you don't owe nobody an explanation, man. At the end of the day, you don't owe nobody nothing. You simply could put this phone down. That's it. It's done. It's done. I'm out of here. Just as simple as that. So just understand regain control of your life, your emotions, and your reactions, and it's a way better life. And even with that mind state, people are still gonna fuck with you. But you can't say you protect your peace if you're never in situations where it needs protection.
That's real shit. That's real shit. All right, y'all. Yo, we appreciate everybody tuning in. You said you're dropping some new content on your channel tonight.
Yeah, I have a few things I want to talk about. I have a nice list for us. That's why I didn't speak in between your swave, your political answers. I'm throwing hella smoke on my shit. Like, it's cool. You can do that now. Like, I have mad rebuttals for all that. Like, nah, that shit ain't cool.
You don't want to do it live, or you want to shoot it and chop it down?
I got my own channel. Go drop a Murder Mook battle, you jerk off. Like, fuck out of here. You're gonna have a million view fucking a video on your shit. I need some views. Look what they do for views. ARP, you're the best. You heard? That's dope.
I appreciate you, homie.
Man, that shit is what matters, man. I seen somebody that said one of the comments said, "Yo, stop being dirty." I could have just had that one comment today on there, and it's like, that's me. You hear that and you relate that to me, and I did that. I built my brand up to do that. By the way, new merchandise is on the way. Got a special new thing on the going on the shirt for y'all. I think y'all really gonna enjoy it. And yeah, at the end of the day, on Thursday, me and ARP is gonna link up for my channel, and I got the questions that we ready to ask. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some things going on, and we need to know what's up. Talking about you want to ask live right now. You gotta leave at 7:45. It's 8:02. Fuck you.
All right, y'all. Yo, we appreciate this last one for Jimz. Salute to Jimz. The authenticity is uncompromised. Gotta respect that.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it on a note like that. That was dope, y'all. All right, yo, Jay, I'll see you Thursday, man.
All right, bet.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. We out of here.